Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 14, verses 6, 7 and 8. Sattva, because of its stainlessness, luminous and free from evil, binds by attachment to happiness and by attachment to knowledge. Sattva, because of its stainlessness, luminosity, and being free from evil, binds by attachment to happiness and attachment to knowledge. Then, know rajas to be of the nature of passion, giving rise to thirst and attachment. It binds fast by attachment to action. Sattva binds by attachment to happiness and knowledge. Rajogun binds by attachment to action and achievement. Then, know Tamas to be born of ignorance, stupefying all embodied beings. It binds fast by miscomprehension, indolence and sleep. So, how does Tamas bind fast? Miscomprehension. You'd be in a hazy state. Witless. Unable to comprehend what's really going on. Then indolence. What is indolence? Laziness. And sleep. Sleep of both kinds. Physical and mental. The mark of the tamasic individual is that one, sleep dominates him a lot. Secondly, sleep dominates him at all the wrong times. Thirdly, even when he is physically awake, he is still inwardly in a stupor. So that's tamas. Now the question. On reading the lines above, I see that I have rajas and tamas qualities in me, like ambition, ignorance, procrastination and laziness. If sattva leads to wisdom, how does one move towards it? That's the first question. Then, to what degree does having a sattvic diet, doing physical exercise and other material changes help in developing a sattvic disposition? Alright. How does one move towards sattvicta or sattvagun on knowing that one is predominantly rajasic or tamasic or both? The result of rajogun is dukh. That's the defining outcome of rajogun. One runs hard, one has ambition, one acts, one wants to achieve, one feels a certain restlessness. And then there is defeat upon not achieving and despair upon achievement. Similarly, the result of tamogun is a loss of consciousness. One keeps sinking deeper and deeper into an inner abyss of unconsciousness. All kinds of laziness, all kinds of inabilities overwhelm the individual. Even when he sees that there is a need for action, he finds himself incapable to act. So, the very presence of these two as the dominant traits in an individual is sufficient to make him rebel against these two and move towards Sattva. The questioner is saying, I am dominated by Rajas and Tamas. How do I move towards Sattva? The answer is, because you are dominated by Rajas and Tamas, therefore you will have to move towards Sattva. These two will not let you live or die in peace. These two will keep unsettling you. And since it is obvious that you have at least some kind of a desire to break free of these two, you are advised to be with people or be at places where your defeats and despairs will be exposed and called out ruthlessly. You should allow yourself to feel the utter pain and helplessness inherent in your situation. That will accelerate the process of your freedom. I'm just suggesting you what would assist you in your own intention. If your intention is to be free of Rajas and Tamas, then allow yourself to feel the pain of being dominated by these two very frequently, 40 times a day, so that you are continuously reminded that you cannot sleep peacefully. At least one of these two traits, Tamas, will want to keep you captive by just comforting you into a drunken sleep. Right when you would be about to energetically break away from your chains, you'll find that you are under a pall of sleep. Here you were about to just explode away, and here you are snoring away on your bed. Gone are the hopes of any kind of liberation. So make sure that by your bedside is somebody who's not very happy seeing you asleep. Make sure that you are kept a little uncomfortable all the while. Make sure you are reminded frequently. Probably it was in this very context that the knowers had said, Nindak niyare rakhiye. Keep your critic by your side. Let him remind you again and again how deep and how pervasive your follies are. Otherwise, you will simply comfort and console yourself and certify yourself that you are almost all right. That would be just a way to grant yourself a little more sleep. Don't allow yourself that leverage. You have been playing this game with yourself for way too long now. Sometimes you have been running after things, hungry as hell, wanting to be a super achiever. And sometimes, usually after repeated failures, you have sunk into a drunken state, saying that you do not want to have much with the world's achievement, that you are all right within your limited, dirty, stinking self, that you don't want to go out of your room. All that you need is your small room with ample supply of liquor, a nice bed, some food to drown your senses down, and stuff to keep your sleep cozy, an air conditioner maybe. That's how most people have been spending their lives. When in hope, they run. When their hopes are smashed, they drink. There is a lot of pain contained in this situation, in the continuation of this cycle. That pain itself is the only reason one would move away from and beyond these states. And if that pain is not sufficient to make you rise up and away from your present rut, then nothing else would work on you. It's impossible. What kind of revelation, what kind of motivation can really spur someone who is insensitive to his own inner decline? So what you really need is a mirror. Keep mirrors all around you, knowing fully well that what would be reflected back to you would not really be pretty. Knowing that fully well. And being resolved that you would not put on some makeup. Things are ugly, let them show up as ugly. Neither would I decorate myself, paint my face, wear a pretty mask, nor would I refuse to look at the mirror. Remaining what I am, I would carry the courage to not only look into a mirror, but actually deliberately surround myself with mirrors. Everywhere I go, I'll keep a mirror. I'll request mirrors to provide me company. If I know I'm failing somewhere, I'll be doubly brutal with myself and beg for assessments. I'll specially focus on those parts of my being that I know to be ugly. Beauty is your nature. If ugliness manages to stay with you, it is because you hide it, tolerate it, defend it, do not squarely look at it in the eye. If you confront ugliness every day, every moment, then your beautiful nature within will not allow that ugliness to stay for long. Similarly, weakness. Strength is your nature. If you have managed to remain so weak, so fragile, so brittle for so long, it is only because you have been defending your weaknesses. You have been arguing in favor of your weaknesses. You have been reasoning out your weaknesses. You have simply not been ruthless enough with yourself. You have been giving yourself all kinds of excuses. And that's why the weaknesses remain till date. And they'll continue to remain because you are quite accommodative. You have no disdain for your own weak self. Your own weaknesses do not disgust you. You're all right. Yes, I am a spineless fool. And I'm okay with that. And that's only on the rare occasions when you are indeed demonstrated to be a spineless fool. Mostly you will not allow such occasions to arise where the reality of your current condition is exposed. 9 out of 10 times, you will deliberately and deceptively put yourself in situations where there is no one to expose you. So 9 out of 10 times, there is anyway no chance of you being called out as weak. Once in 10 times, when despite your arrangements, your weaknesses are still exposed, then you just thwart the danger by acting a bit shameless. Shamelessness comes to your rescue. You say, yes, I have a few problems, but that's okay. You see, everybody has problems, everybody has weaknesses, so have I. It's great that you have acknowledged here that Tamas and Rajas dominate you. Now let that acknowledgement become a continuous inner resonance. This acknowledgement should keep echoing within you. The sound must not die down. Even in your sleep, there must be a restlessness. You must have an active dislike towards yourself. And when I say, I know that this goes against the grain of a lot of current spiritual beliefs. We have been taught to accept ourselves and be nice to ourselves and be happy with things as they are and be happy with ourselves as we are. So I know fully well that this that I am saying right now militates against all of that. Here we are with Sri Krishna. And if that does not suffice, Listen to Jesus as well. He says very clearly, unless you are full of hatred towards yourself, of what use can I be to you? If you are full of confidence and if you are someone who knows already what is good for you, then no Krishna and no Christ can help you. If you are someone who is habituated in self-deception, then you cannot be helped. Just ask yourself, last time your follies or weaknesses were exposed, how did you react? Ask. It's easy to assess your reaction. Let's say a situation, a force comes and exposes your ugliness. There are only two ways to react. Figure out which one is yours. One is you get full of anger towards the one who exposed you. First way is you start feeling angry at the one who exposed your weakness. Second is you start feeling angry at your weakness. What's your reaction? What's your reaction? That will tell you how honest you are, and that will tell you what your fate in life is. You know, mirrors too are delicate things. You can keep a mirror with you, and if the mirror reflects your ugliness, it's easy to smash the mirror. The mirror will not come back to you. The mirror will not come again to tell you how ugly you are. It's difficult to improve oneself. It's easy to smash the mirror. How easy is it to change yourself? Not easy. How easy is it to shatter the mirror? Very easy. Ask yourself, what did you do the last time the mirror said, ugly, ugly? What did you do? Did you curse yourself, or did you find yourself full of bitterness towards the mirror? You do not need a method. You just need a mirror. Can there be an easier method? Then, to what degree does having a sattvic diet, doing physical exercise, and other material changes help in developing a sattvic disposition? Of course, these things help. No doubt about that. So, if you find that you are bulky, indolent, then physical exercises are obviously something you must go for. Similarly, change in diet, obviously yes. We fully well know that certain types of foods cause you to feel drowsy, heavy, sleepy. Why go for them? It's a chemical thing. If a food material is acting almost like a sleeping pill, Why do you want to pop in the pill? You have work to do, you have distance to cover. Why are you taking in the wrong kind of chemical, and that too in the wrong quantity? So if you are someone who has realized that you have a long distance to go, then you must ensure that you make as much time available to the journey as possible. If you have 24 hours and a long distance to cover, you do not want to be sleeping 10 hours, right? So you don't want to take food that would turn you sleepy. That's life. We have only 24 hours and there's much to do. So try not to take in stuff that would make you, one, heavy, second, sleepy. Physical fitness is very important. Physical strength is very important. Sometimes I wonder whether physical fitness and physical strength are any less important than mental fitness and strength. Yes, obviously, in the final assessment, mental strength accounts for far more than physical strength. Still, give respect to your physicality. Make sure you are in shape. Make sure that your body does not let you down.